Hello, you guys. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I was so shocked when my package from Kscraft arrived. This is my design team package, and this includes the new release, the July release. They always release Halloween dies in July, and these dies were sent to me for free, and I am shocked at how fast they got here. I typically have a very slow postal system going on here, so I can't believe how quick they got here, but I am so excited. I was shocked when I saw them. Okay, so let's dive in. I cannot wait. So this month is all about Halloween, so there are tons of super cute dies. I will be creating with these and sharing projects over the next few weeks, and I cannot wait to get started. So the first die set is called Mixed Witch Hats, and that's exactly what it is. It has a bunch of witch hats. So we have the larger size here, and you can see all of these dies. I don't know if y'all can hear my son back there, but he's playing video games, so he gets a little spirited when he is playing, so don't mind him. But anyways, super cute. These are the large witch hats, really adorable. And then these are the smaller ones. And I think it's the same designs, just different sizes. But yeah, these are great. You can cut these out. You can add them to any character that you have. You can just use them by themselves, whichever you like. So stinking cute. Next up, we have the Heart Spiderweb Shakers. And this set includes, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. I feel like I'm far away. This set includes 2 different sizes. And so you have the larger heart and the smaller one. And of course it makes like a shaker. And it's got the spider web on the inside. And then you have the layering pieces for the smaller and larger size. You have a spider. And then you have like a little tag holder that you can add to the back and then create it into like a little tag or something. Super cute. So you can use it with the tag or without, but those are the pieces that you need to make this into a shaker. All right, next up is the Tombstone Shakers, and this is a great die set as well. We've got 3 different styles of tombstones. So these are the styles here, so you can kind of see. They are, again, can be made into shakers. They have stitching around them. And then you have your layering pieces, right? So these are the layering pieces that go in the background. And then we had extra dies on top of that. So we have the cross, the RIP, and the crow or raven. And then you also have a spider web, which is a really cool shaped one. And you can use those to embellish, or you can use those on other projects, but they are provided, which is so awesome. So super fun. And you can see these tombstones are about 3 inches tall, roughly. So they're a good size. They would be great to use as a background piece and then embellish on top. Super fun. Okay, next up is the Coffin Tag Loaded Pockets. So this die set has your background piece, which is the tag part. This bat cuts out of the background piece, so instead of the little hole where the tag would be, it's bat-shaped. The hole is bat-shaped. What? That's out of control cute. And then it even has this little layering piece that goes on top of that to just like reinforce it. So you could just use this tag by itself. This would make a really cute tag flip die. You could make this into a clipboard. You could do all kinds of fun stuff with this die. But it also comes with the layering pieces to make it into a pocket. So this one gets cut and it goes on top. And then, of course, this is your side gussets. And it has the stitch layering piece here. And I love that it looks like it's torn. How great is that? And then this is the piece that goes down here in the front. And this one has a spider web border and a layering piece and the side gussets. Super cute. I love everything about this design. Perfect. Okay, next up we have the Halloween book add-on. Oh my gosh, you guys. I gasped out loud when I saw this on Hannah's reveal because Hocus Pocus is one of my all-time favorite, you know, just Halloween movies. I love scary movies, but I love just like comforting, you know, childhood type movies too. Really, I love everything Halloween. So this is the add-on die set inspired by the movie Hocus Pocus. And it has all the stitching pieces. It has the piece to make the eyeball. It has some snakes. It has the long snake for the spine. And then it has like the spine piece here as well. It has the black flame candle, which you could totally use for any kind of candle. But you could definitely make a black flame candle. It even has the words black flame and twist the bones and bend the back, which is part of the spell that the witches put on Binks to make him into a cat. And I just love it so much. I was so excited. Hannah did do a video, so this will work on the large book, like the mini album size, and it will also work on the book box, the 3D book box. So be sure to check out her videos. I'll try to link them down below so that you guys can see what it looks like, but it looks amazing on both projects. So like I said, this is definitely my favorite thing. I was so excited to see this included in the release this month. That is just amazing. Okay, next up we have these ghost pumpkins, which is really fun. They are different size pumpkins with these little ghost faces. So almost kind of reminiscent of maybe like the poison apple, right? That's kind of the feel I'm getting here. So you have like a longer pumpkin, a longer pumpkin, I keep yawning, and a smaller pumpkin here. And then you have these faces that go on top. So almost like the poisonous apple, like dripping down. But I think you could also turn them into like ghosts. If you did like white, maybe it would look like, I don't know, like they were like little ghosties. But you get like a smaller size version, and then you get the larger size version. So you can see the difference in sizes there. But super duper cute. These are going to be really fun to play with and very easy to put together, which is awesome. Okay, let me just set that there. Next up, we have the Halloween Ghost Rosette. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so cute. Let me take this out so I can show you. So, Kscraft rosettes always come really large like this so that you can make them into a wand if you want to. You can make like a really big rosette. But if you don't want anything this large, all you have to do is cut this out of white paper or whatever color you're going to use, and then just trim it off with your paper trimmer wherever you want. So if you want it to be like half this size, you would just trim down the center. If you want it to be like 3/4, then you can, you know, trim a little bit off. But look how cute the little ghosties are. What? They're so cute. So yeah, this is super fun. It's just got this really cute little ghost decorative edge on it. Love that. Then we have the Halloween Heart Hands mini album die set. And this is supposed to be like zombie hands coming out of the grave. So cute. There's so many kind of unusual dies this month, which I love. I mean, you know, people have been making Halloween dies for years. And so I love that there's so many that, like, nobody else has this, right? Like, this is the only one of these you're going to find. So I love that. So yeah, we've got like our zombie, or even, maybe like Frankenstein or vampire hands coming out of the grave. And then this is like the dirt. So you would put that there. You could cut it out of brown or even green, and put it down here. And then you could even add some stitching to the hands to make it look like zombies. I'm kind of wondering if these stitches would work or if they would be too big. I don't know. I might play around with that a little bit and see, because I think it would be cute to put some little stitches on the zombie or Frankenstein hands That would be really cute. But yeah, you've got all the layering pieces here to turn it into a mini album. And if you don't want it to be a mini album, you just leave this piece off right here. But yeah, you can see it'd be good size though. If you are making a mini album, you could definitely put like a big pictures on each page there. Very cute. Okay, Spiderweb Garlands. This is like Spiderweb Garland galore right here. There's a ton of different styles. So you've got two straight ones, right? So you've got like a larger straight one and then a smaller straight one. These are like borders, kind of. And then you have the more garland style, right? So you've got like a large one and a small one. And what you can do is if this is too big for your project, then you just cut it out and then you trim your paper like halfway, right? So then you would just have a garland that's like this size, 4 spider webs long instead of 8 spider webs long. But yeah, so cute. I love it. Perfect addition to whatever you are making. All right, next up we have the witch bows. And this comes in 2 sizes as well. So we have the larger bow and the smaller one. Perfection. We've got a really fun kind of old school witch hat. This is also sort of giving me Harry Potter vibes. So, you know, if you're looking for a Harry Potter style hat, this would be very similar. It doesn't have the face on it, obviously, but it definitely has like a similar shape. It's got the band that goes around the center with stitching, and then of course you have the bow. So you have 2 loops on the bow, the tail part, and then you have the buckle. So cute. So you could use this with the bow or without, and then you've got the smaller size as well. And remember, if you ever buy something like this that's very specific, right? This is very Halloween themed. You can always use these bows dies without the hat year round on whatever, any project. So don't think that just because it's a Halloween die, you can only use it at Halloween. You can use these bows to make any bow year round. All right. Then we have the Halloween shadow words. Let's see how cute these are. Let's see. We've got trick or treat. Very cute. I like the font on those. Witch, please. Yes. Love it. You're going to see this on a lot of projects. If the broom fits, fly it. Perfect. Love it. If you've got it, haunt it. Very cute. Everything's cute. Creep it real. Very fun. And happy haunting. So some really fun sentiments there. Those are super fun. I might just set those right there. There is a ton of dies in this release. It's so awesome. All right, poison bottle shakers. We got 3 different sizes. Nope, 2 different sizes. Sorry, 2. So we've got the smaller size and the larger size. And this is your background piece right here. Very fun. This is your shaker piece right here. It has a cork that goes up here, and then it has a little oval for the label, and then I think this is also part of the label. I don't know. Yeah, I bet it goes like this. Look. Super cute. I love all the dimension on that. And again, small and big sized. Spooky bag topper. Okay, so this one comes in 2 different sizes. So we have the large. It is a bag topper, so you just cut it out and then fold it. Ooh, I love that it has the words for the back part. So if you're like me and you like to decorate the front and the back, look, it has the word backwards so that it works. You can do the back and you don't have to cut it out weird. Ooh, I love that. So cool. Okay. You've got the super cute spooky word. Look, it has eyeballs in the O's. You could put little googly eyes there. How cute would that be? You can also use this word by itself. You don't have to use it in the bag topper. You can just use it as an embellishment. And then it also has this super cute little layering piece here that goes on top, and then it has some eyeballs. So it has the eyeballs for the ghost and the eyeballs down here for the word spooky. So cute. You kind of have to see the example to get a visual on what this looks like, but Hannah showed it on her video and it was just absolutely adorable. Trying to see how this works. Oh yeah, just like that. Cute, cute. Cute. Total cuteness. Okay, and then this is the smaller die set right here. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, then we have the mini Halloween tags. This is fun set because it has the tags and it has the stamps that go with it. So this one has a ghost, a pumpkin, a star, a tombstone, like a raindrop, but I'm thinking it's more like a blood drop, and an arrow, or sort of page flag type shape. I love the shape of the star. So cute. Some of these you could use year round. This pumpkin, you could just use that for fall crafting. These three here, you could use those for anything. Just super duper cute. Yeah, so you could get a lot of mileage out of this die set. The stamp has the words drink me, eat me, boo, eek, R.I.P., candy, poison, caution, beware, brew, 31st, and then this cute skull. These are acrylic stamps, so to me they work best if you do have some kind of stamping tool, because then you can stamp them multiple times to get a really solid image. If you are not sure what a stamping tool is, just Google it and you'll see all different kinds available online. But they really are very helpful when stamping. All right, and Coffin Purse Box. This die set is like amazing. It creates a box in the shape of a coffin. And let me see if I can get this out so I can show you. Yeah. The doors open up like the doors of an entry, or like an entryway, right? So they both open out like this, and then they close. So really cool. You can create your coffin box in a variety of ways. I think there's a ton of dies in here to offer you some choices. It does come with these like zombie hands here, and it does come with a bow, a spider web, a spider. It comes with some straps if you want to make it into a purse, which you could definitely use these straps on other dies that you have to make them into purses as well. Look at this bow. It's out of control cute. And then the tails for the bow are on the other die. It also comes with this really cute skull with the heart eyes. And then it comes with all these pieces. So you can make your box plain on the outside. It has all these layering pieces. Or you can make it with these scallops. It has these like heart scallops that go around the sides. You've got a lot of options. You can turn it into a shaker. You can leave it plain. You can do it with the doors. You can leave it without the doors. You've got a lot of options with this die set. So I can't wait to see what everybody makes, because you can use the same die and probably make, you know, 3 different, maybe even more, different projects with that. All right, then we have the candy bar wrapper. And this die set is great because, again, like many dies, you know, it's Halloween themed, right? It has bats in it, a whole bunch of bats actually. But other than the bats, this is not something that can only be used Halloween. You could use this year round. You could use this for birthdays, Christmas, Valentine's Day, teacher gifts, Mother's Day, whatever, you know, because it's just a little box that holds a chocolate bar, like a thick chocolate bar, or 2 thin chocolate bars. So, or you can put anything else in there, right? It's sized for a chocolate bar, but you could put anything you want, probably anything that will fit. So super cute. I love that it does come with all these bats because you can use them to decorate this or other projects. And I love that it has all the layering pieces and they're all stitched. They have the faux stitching on the die, which is great. All right. I don't even know. I was just thinking, which one am I going to use first? And I don't know the answer to that, but I'm excited. Okay, next up, Halloween Lollipop. Very fun. This is like a little cake pop or Halloween lollipop. It's got 4 different styles. It's got the eyeball, the ghost, the pumpkin, and the bat. So you can see those there. And then it has the layering pieces that go on top. So you've got all the layering pieces to make an eyeball and a bat. And of course the jack-o'-lantern and the ghost. And again, like everything else, you don't have to use it. You could use this pumpkin by itself on a different project. You could use this bat by itself. So, you know, don't let the dies box you in, because you can always use things for like multiple purposes, which I love because then it feels like you're really getting your money's worth, right? All right, last we have the Frankenstein mini album. Total cuteness. Overload. Shape of this is just out of control. So you have your base piece. And this is the Frankenstein. I should say Frankenstein's monster. And it has all the pieces to turn it into Frankenstein's monster, right? It has the stitching. Oh, you know what? I bet these stitching dies would look really good on the hands because they're like the perfect size. Let me find that die real quick. Squirrel. I got distracted, but I do want to see if it fits so I can tell you. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So actually I think these stitches would be perfect for this hand right here. Look. And you could just put them around. That would be so cute. I'm totally doing that. Okay. You'll see an example from me that has those stitches on there. Anyways, you can turn this into Frankenstein's monster, or you can turn it into the Bride of Frankenstein, which is so fun. Okay, so the Bride of Frankenstein has like these eyelash eyeballs. It's out of control. These are the eyeballs with the eyelashes. This giant hairdo, which is just so cute and funny. This is, I think, the streak in her hair. She's got these big old lips. Again, you could use this stuff for other things. You could use these lips for Valentine's Day crafting. But yeah, you put like the hair up here, and then you can, you know, turn it into the Bride of Frankenstein, or you can use this hair piece and make it Frankenstein's monster. So yeah, really fun. Again, Hannah created some really cute samples and they are just adorable. I, again, will try to link her video down below because she already has the samples made. And so sometimes when you're trying to decide what to buy, it's nice to see the stuff already made up, right? The design team makes samples too, but we don't get them as quickly. So it takes us, you know, a few days to get some stuff out on the internet. And I know if you're like me, you're excited and you're like, whew, I want to order some stuff. Okay. So, that's the release this month. Again, so excited. I am about to, after I turn off this video, pack up all of my summer stuff in this craft room and get out my Halloween because I am ready. It is Summerween. Let's go. I'll leave the link to everything in the description box below. I don't think any of this stuff is on Amazon yet, but it will be shortly. Otherwise, it is available on AliExpress. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.